One more. You know what? Shoutouts to all the concrete workers in the world. It's just like, it's just not glamorous. It's so rare, right, for anyone to look at a block of concrete and think, wow, it's a great block of concrete. Nobody thinks that. Such a thankless job, laying concrete. I see you. I see your concrete work. Good job, guys. Anyway, there. Another block of concrete. I need to do 1, 2, 3 more blocks of concrete. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hell yeah, concrete. Said nobody ever. Well, that's not entirely true. You know, there was a time when concrete was fancy. Back when the Romans invented it. And it like revolutionized their architecture. I mean, it's just that it's thousands of years ago, you know what I mean? Everything gets old in 1,000 years. And nobody is excited for concrete anymore. Look, let me just talk about concrete for a moment. Concrete is actually a remarkable material. Right? You mix it, it's a fluid. It's a fluid, you pour it into a mold, and then it cures and it becomes a solid. Like Jello, but rocks. And and the potential is enormous because like you can pour it into whatever shape you want. Now the fact that I'm pouring it into rectangles, boring ass rectangles, that's my fault, right? That's not the concrete's fault. You can blame me. Don't blame the concrete for that. Don't blame the concrete for being rectangles. That's just the people who pour it. They could have poured it into like all sorts of different shapes. Like circles and triangles, except we're playing Minecraft, so there are no circles and triangles. So like, blame Notch and blame Mojang. Don't blame concrete for this. Ah, jeez. That's really what we need. Spherical formwork for circles. Concrete spheres. Yeah, you know what? It's just it's the builders and the architects. It's not the concrete's fault. It's just that rectangular formwork is easy. Nobody wants to build fancy formwork. I think the Sydney Opera House is concrete shells, isn't it? Sydney Opera House. Which, I mean, now that I'm searching Sydney Opera House, your next question, of course, is why don't I build something like the Sydney Opera House with my concrete blocks? Yeah, it's concrete frame, precast concrete ribbed roof. Yeah, it's concrete. The Sydney Opera House is concrete. And you will notice that it's not rectangles. It's pieces of spheres. I think all the Calatrava stuff is concrete too. Yeah, no, I can't. I got no one to blame. I got nobody to blame. How did I do this? I did it from this side, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Etc. And let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So I got that. And that. Which is 14. 14. 14. Great. And concrete doesn't need to be grey either, because you mix it up, right? Like Jello. You can put whatever coloring you want into it. And it's like, it's actually not that expensive to make it fancy colors, because you literally just put colors in it. Like Jello. I wonder if you can, like... You don't have to mix the colors thoroughly in. So you like mix the concrete, and maybe like just before you pour it, or as you're pouring it, you like put streaks of colors into it, so then when it sets, it's like you have like patterns. You can do that. I'm pretty sure you can do that. Why doesn't somebody do that? It'd be like a Neapolitan ice cream. Except it's concrete. It'd be like a Jackson Pollock painting. Except it's concrete. You know what? Somebody should try that. I guess you can test it with plaster or something, Because plaster is kind of like concrete. You just like add a stream of dye as you're pouring it, and then whatever shape it pours into, that's your Jackson Pollock painting. Or you have like a few different colors from different sides. Because the way you pour concrete is like you can have like you pour it and then the guys flatten it out before it sets, obviously. And so like if you have a big pour, you would have like multiple concrete trucks coming in, pouring in at the same time. And like if each of the trucks have a different color, then you have like different colors, and then there'll be like a bit of mixing in the middle. Or like if most of it is just the normal gray, and then you have one that's like bright pink or something. And then you're like it mixes into the gray. Alright, wait a little bit more. Alright. So there's our daily dose of concrete blocks. Alright, good. So that part's done. What I need to do is the diagonals coming down here, which they're gonna have to be stairs, but I'm gonna do that first. Like that, right?